Okay, we're back. And we've cleared out everything up to the lair. So now we are going to go into the lair. And we're going to have a pretty easy time, I think. Okay, we can fuse the spiny frog. Doesn't seem to want to die. Got him. Unfortunately, I can't use my fun new spell against him. Well, I suppose I could sacrifice a hand. We lose one ring. Or I could do Arcana. Do I care about air hexes and conjuration? Maybe. Probably, even. I don't really have a way of killing orbs of fire with necromancy alone, so I was probably going to go into conjuration at some point. Maybe for Iron Shot or Orb of Destruction. This actually changes things a little bit in terms of what I want to do. Or it could change things a little bit. Then again, like, the hand gives me just as much piety, or maybe a little bit more piety, than the Arcana. And hand is actually a pretty nasty sacrifice on a mummy, because I kind of need to have a Ring of Fire or a Ring of Protection from Fire on at all times, because it's pretty dangerous otherwise. In terms of books we've found, doesn't really matter at this point. I haven't found anything particularly useful. You know what? We'll just... let me think about this. I was gonna say we'll just use Malign Gateway or something, but there's no guarantees we're even gonna get that stuff. I mean, we could rely on the starter necromancy book for a long time, but probably not forever. Well, you know what? I'm gonna roll the dice on this. We're gonna sack Arcana, which of course takes away my ability to cast Confuse. And that's unfortunate, but... And also the fact that I've trained some Earth makes this a little unfortunate. I probably shouldn't have done that, to be honest. Probably a mistake, but... That's okay. I think we're gonna be fine. Didn't quite think that through. Whoops. Oh, we're a little lower on mana than I thought. But we have Apocalypse and Draw Out Power and all the strong stuff now, so I can just walk away from this dude. And if I ever had any kind of problem, I can just draw out power. Oops. Whoa. Well, that's interesting. That shouldn't work. You're not supposed to be able to constrict spiny things. But it's working, so... I don't know if they changed that. I'm not playing in Trunks, so nothing should have gotten changed. Oh well. Alright, let's back off from this stuff just a little bit. hands on those guys. Those are the ones that were faster than me, so now we can just walk away. Okay, it's spiny frogs are not actually spiny. That's what's going on here. So this should be interesting. Whoops. Interesting. So it won't do it out of line of sight. That's good to know. Whoa, Grand Grimoire. Well, okay, I guess I am in fact going to be using that. That's cool. The Malign Gateway. So yeah, this game's in the bag. I just gotta win for a while with BVC, and then we'll just transition into using summoning and translocations. Staff of Energy. Don't really need that. We'll keep it with us because I might want to use channeling. Book of Changes. Not really going to use that, although, I mean, I could get 6 to snakes. I don't feel like training transmutations. Wave of Frost. Whoops, that doesn't work against this guy. We'll use a magic mapping. We'll keep this Ring of Fire on until we find the portal, until we reach the portal, that is. And it's up here. Unguarded, weirdly enough. Okay. Let's take off the Ring of Fire, because there's going to be a Frost Giant in here, so we'll use our natural cold resistance. This is pretty cool. Okay, we reach level 12, one more level, and we get a spell enhancer on Necromancy. We're taking a ton of damage from this. We should die in one turn. There we go. Here's the fun part. Be nice if I had immolation, I suppose. And I should still get that, like Gale's Gravitas. That'd be awesome right here. Should have memorized that before coming in here, I suppose. But man, this BVC really does seem like it's enough to kill everything. Whoa! So we get hit by the bolt of cold, but it doesn't kill me. It doesn't even hit me, actually. This is cool. We can Apocalypse if need be, but I don't think we need to. He can only do like 75 damage divided by 2. In fact, we're going to check on that. Yeah, 75 damage divided by 2, so not enough to kill me. However, we're getting kind of torn up here by this polar bear. So let's drain him. Get some hit points back, you see. I don't know why I'm not gaining any hit points. I should be. Let's take a step. Whoa. I'll tell you what. How much can he hit me for? 35 plus Battle Axe. Base damage 15, he can't. Let's see, 35 plus battle axes, so 35 plus 15 is 50. He can't kill me. I'm gonna roll the dice on a vampiric touch. It's not really working. Let's take a step back. We got some hit points back, I suppose. That's cool. Okay, we got hit by the bolt. I'm just gonna, let's see, do I have enough blinking? Yeah, I have plenty of blinking. I'm just gonna wait a turn. Good, I figured he would die to the hands. So at no point could he have one-shotted us, although, probably shouldn't have duked it out with him when I was in melee with him a few turns, because if he had hit me for really big damage, he could have bolted through my, my minions right afterwards and killed me, so... Granted, I probably would have used fear or something, but that's not guaranteed, so could have handled that a little bit more cleanly. Bring up ice. That's funny. Probably won't be using that. Got a longbow here. I guess I'll grab the, well, I'll grab the CBOE, but I'm not going to be using it. Not unless I somehow find clarity. Yeah. A longbow might actually be pretty decent, you know, just by virtue of shooting things while they're clutched. That's if I decide to go for a weapon. I mean, we'll see. Chances are good. I'm just going to go in the direction of Malign Gateway, you know. Let's go pick up Gale's Gravitas real fast. Okay, no amnesia. Plenty of spell levels left, so let's go ahead and pick up... Let's go ahead and pick up Malign Gateway. And we'll finish out this floor. And we're going to find out if Gauss Gravitas pulls these guys out of the Val Clutch. Well, I'm going to need to train it up a bit first. Well, the one in the middle at least doesn't, but doesn't really help a lot. Alright, here we go. Yeah, alright, awesome. So it doesn't, I mean, I haven't tried moving them yet out of the clutch, but, you know. That's a good spell, jeez. Or that's a good combo. Let's just clutch him. He dies, we'll rest up. Final sacrifice. Not sacrificing dodging. I think that's minus whiz. I don't want minus whiz, and I don't want courage, but the reality is that I have, I can just reject because, first of all, I have an amulet of faith. Second of all, I already have Apocalypse, so I don't really care. I mean, it's just a matter of making Apocalypse more powerful. Trying to test and see Gauss Gravitas if it pulls them out or not. Well, yeah, fine, I'll pull them here. It might be turning it off. It's kind of hard to tell. See, like, it might be a coincidence that it's losing grip. These things are slow. I should not be hanging out in melee with them. Yeah, it looks like it's probably making them lose their grip. But it's still a pretty good combo since I could just slam them into each other. And if they slam into each other, the grip doesn't stop, so that's pretty good. Seems to auto-orient on me if it can't hit anything, so I need to be a little more careful about that. Got my first spell enhancer from being a mummy. So nearly maxed, not quite. Would be nice if I had Bolt of Draining, but that's actually locked off to me forever. Because I sacrificed Conjurations. Which I'm kind of regretting, but I think it'll be fine. Now let's check on the loot here first. Nothing of interest. Oops. Corpse Rot would be nice to have. The fact that I can't cast The fact that I can't cast Yaros is actually kind of a problem because of the no hexes. If these guys were to petrify me, I'm just kind of screwed. What to do here? Well, that's not good. I guess I'm gonna teleport. It would not be good if I got petrified here. There's the teleport. Alright, that's not bad. Sort of not what should have happened. No particularly good reason for me to have needed to use a consumable there. It's just misplay. Short Blades Manual, don't need that. Oh, I'm training Necromancy. I don't know why I thought I was training Translocations right now. I'll take it to 15, I suppose. Okay, we're at 15 Necromancy. I'll train some Translocations. Explains why Gauss Gravitas wasn't going up. We'll, Amnesia off Confused since we can't cast it now anyway. You know, that's interesting. We have such a high spell power, or excuse me, spell casting, that we can almost summon an Ice Beast. Not that I'm really planning on memorizing that. Although I might get Summon Hydra sooner or later. It's the starter book for Earth Elementalists. I don't really need anything in that. Although I might, you know what? I will go ahead and get Pass Wall, and I will go ahead and get Summon Butterflies. We're almost to the top, well, bottom floor of Lair. Pretty straightforward, simple Lair so far. Haven't really run into any uniques that would cause me a problem, and I can't think of any monster in Lair that would have any chance of creating any sort of issue, really, with somebody spamming BVC like this. I think the trick, I think it's actually probably ideal if you spam BVC at the ones on in the front of the pack, because then they sort of catch up, you see, and then you can get them all in the same 9x9 area. Is that not working in the water? Yeah, the electric eel is unaffected. Does not work in the water. Good to know. In deep water. Works in shallow water. I don't really understand. There should be, you know, zombies. The zombie hands should be able to work just fine in deep water, if you ask me, but whatever. Oh wait. Can't BBC. Porcupines. Book of the Clouds. Well, I would have liked to have done some clouds this game, but we sacrificed air and conjuration, so that's just not happening. Clouds plus BVC sounds like it'd be pretty good. Okay, final floor. Oops. Let's not fight the Mamba just yet. Wow, that's unfortunate. I could charm him, I guess. And I could walk this way, although this is the opposite direction as to what I would like to be doing. Have I even trained any evocations? Not really. Not really. Well, that's cool. Oh, there's the bite. I guess this is the time I should find out exactly what a lindworm can do. I want to say it's 60 damage. 3d18. Let's see, that's actually 60 minus 6, so 54 damage, so it's actually a little bit less. It's a little bit less than my full hit points, so we're going to take a step back. And I didn't even consider the fact that those clouds made sure that he can't do it to me, so down he goes. Oh man, here's our friend. We'll clouds him. Wow, this is not working out. There we go. I'm just trying to get a little rest in here. But since I'm not getting it, how about we... Well, first of all, if I can remember the button to do it, yeah, we're gonna change Staff of Energy to B, and then I'm gonna actually stand here and channel as much as possible so I can get my mana back faster. There we go. Let's not forget that I do have my root powers if need be. I just didn't necessarily need to use them there. Oops. Okay, this is a little different. Let's Gil's Gravitas this guy away from me. Okay, cool. Now they're together. Get him with the zombie hands. Seems like we've woken up the floor somehow, even though the zombie hand spell doesn't make that much noise. Just kind of happens when it's so wide open like this. The floor, I mean. I want to immolate this stuff, but I'm gonna restrain myself. Okay. Down they go. I'm gonna Vampiric Drain this guy. Down he goes. Pull this wolf up. He dies. I'm gonna go down another staircase. Whoa, not so good. I may be able to kill all this stuff, but I'll probably be walking right back up. Most likely. Depends on how nice these zombie hands want to be to me. It is kind of cool that I can delay all this stuff from reaching me. Pretty much all of it. It's great. Whoa. Well, that's a pile of things I don't want to fight. Certainly not the Boggart. not really intentionally hitting myself with BVC there. I'm just playing kind of quickly, and like I was saying, it automatically targets yourself if you're not within range of stuff. So if you see that little explosion around me every so often, that's what's going on. Here we go. So the Boggart concerns me because he could, in theory, he could pull a Hydra out of his pocket, you know, but he's dead now, so it's fine. I'm thinking there's a forest on this floor, and everything has just come out of it. Taking some big damage here, so let's just get the zombie hands out. Maybe we can kill this stuff. Yeah? Oh no, we've got the Spriggan next to me now. Don't like that. That just clouds him. Oh, I'm glad that's not paralysis. Let's see if we can't use Girl's Gravitas right here. That's a lot of collisions, I like that. Cool. Cool stuff. Nice little combo there. This is indeed the forest that I was pretty sure was here, which got emptied out. You know what it is? It might be the fact that I abandoned stealth. I think, you know, sometimes I think that that sacrifice means that everything essentially makes a beeline towards you. I suppose I don't know for sure, but it's just the feeling I've gotten every time I take that sacrifice on Rue. So Orc Sorcerers can still paralyze me with a 4% chance. I could purchase the Ring of MR Plus if I wanted to, and I do want to actually, if I'm gonna go into Orc. So let's just go get that real quick. I hate the fact that it's such a gear check, you know, with the MR, but it is. I mean, if you don't want to suffer really obnoxious deaths just because you know, either got unlucky or didn't play a very, very, very tedious positioning game, you're gonna have to get as much MR as possible. It's just the way it is. Anyway, let's fly right into the Orcish Mines. Okay, taking out stuff pretty easily with the zombie hands. Oh, this is interesting. Well, I'm not going to sack love. It really wants me to sacrifice dodging skill. I could sacrifice an eye. I suppose it doesn't really affect this character. Fine. I'm now a Cyclopean mummy. Whoa, took a big hit from that spike club. And now you see he cannot paralyze me. He can do quite a lot of damage to me with Bolt of Fire. 75, I think. Maybe 60. I could check, but it doesn't really matter. I'm high enough either way. So let's pull away from him. He dies pretty quick. You know, he's a fragile little guy. Well, this is a fun one. We got Snorg here. Pretty straightforward. Got another sorcerer here. Whoa, there's some damage. Now is the time for me to see exactly how much damage he can do. $3d17, so 2, 4, 60 minus 9 is 51 is not one-shot territory, although I am in one-shot territory because the mage there, or sort of wizard? Yeah, orc wizard, could in theory get me. What's the range on this thing? It's too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's almost the entire screen. Yep, I'm within range. So unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to use blinking if I want to guarantee that I don't die. get some zombies here. It's a shame using a blink scroll like that, but I mean, them's the breaks if you're in a situation where you can be one-shotted. Now, could I have avoided that situation? Yes, I could have been using Animate Dead a little more efficiently. Like if I keep this dude at the edge of my vision, there's not really a lot he can do to do damage to me. Unless he gets really lucky with random energy. I think I miscast there, that sucks. Okay, we're leaving. Let's magic map. Doesn't matter, we don't have digging. I'm gonna roll the dice on a hatch. Alright, that's not so bad. Got a nice little undead army here. Let's use it to kill this guy. Down he goes. Intelligence. Okay, let's, as usual, mark down the items that we find interesting. Fog is useful. That's our core. I like to see that with Dex on top of it. Wow, that Necklace of Bloodlust is really, really interesting, mainly just because of the MR++. The Ent -3 sucks, but, I mean, being able to solve my MR problems, for the most part, is a big, big bonus. Nothing else here is terribly interesting. That black robe, we have to... I mean, there's not going to be anything better than that. I can try that on immediately. Alright. Okay, that changes things. There's my MR. Some more artifacts I'd like to try. Vamp and Star Slow. Well, that's crap. That is a little better. RF plus on a weapon slot is pretty good. Man, my MR is wild right now. I like that a lot. I can actually replace my Pro Magic with Magical Power for now. Probably going to be wearing this robe for the rest of the game, because it's Stark and Tam for one thing. I don't want to take it off, but for two, I mean, it's got 3 resistances on it, so... pretty happy about that situation. Would be nice if, well, I'll tell you what, I could just buy this Pro Cold. I'm just gonna go here, and it's kind of weird that I didn't mark that down as something I might want. I guess because I already have Pro Cold as a mummy. But the reason I'm looking around here is, like, I don't want to carry around this Ring of Ice. And it's a strict upgrade, is what it is. With the Pro Cold. So I think... Nah, I'll just take off the Ring of Fire if I need RC plus. I'm not gonna waste money right now because I could come across something better. Just pick up Fog real quick. And I suppose I will buy the Arcor Dex plus 6 because I'm unlikely to find a better source of Arcor. So that'll be my swamp. Bloodlust is still sort of interesting just for the MR++. In terms of, you know, I still don't have max MR. But as a mummy, I'll have really excellent MR going forward, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, that's Orc. Let's finish out Dungeon. Oh, wait. Let's go here. Actually finish this out. Suppose in theory there could be a stone giant ready to punch me in the face. That would be no good. I can't be paralyzed though, so there's that. Nope. Nope. Nothing too scary. Alright, we should more or less breeze through this. Vampires can't confuse me. Actually, I'm gonna check. Vampire Knights cannot paralyze me, so I'm pretty happy with my MR right now. Whoa, I was walking fast, and could have taken some pretty intense damage from Herald here. This is kind of ugly, actually. However, we are RF plus right now, so it's not so bad. Could power leap out of this if I wanted to. I don't think I want to. I'm just gonna wait. This guy cannot petrify me. Could take a lot of damage from this Cyclops here. That would be no good. Oops. Can't use the hands on him. We don't need to carry around this Dagger of Venom anymore, and we really don't need Scroll of Brand Weapon, so let's just drop that. Looks like we may have our final sacrifice. Why am I allowed to sacrifice this? I'm a mummy. I don't understand why I'm allowed to sacrifice. This has got to be a bug or something. Potions are less effective at restoring your health. I'm not sacrificing dodging. And I'm not sacrificing love because this character is pretty much going to have to move into summoning to a degree. I guess I'm taking... I mean, maybe it's offering it and giving me none? I don't know. That's strange. Weird. Can he banish me? No, he can't. You know, I don't actually have... I literally have nothing that can deal with this problem. I just realized that if it happens to be undead and incorporeal, none of my stuff deals with it because I didn't get Dispel Undead yet. I guess I just have to duke it out with them. Well, actually, I can do that. Sometimes I forget that I'm worshipping Rue on this character, apparently. Alright, here we are on D12. I'd really like to have Blink. That would be really nice to have. Or Pog. Really the only translocations we have are these ones, you know, in these books, so... You know, the only one that would really help me reset fights is Force Lance, and we cannot cast that. However, I can just do this. You know, I can just Power Leap away if need be. This isn't great. Alright, this is just getting sort of obnoxious. I'm gonna use clouds real quick and fail miserably at it, apparently. I'm trying to use Vampiric Touch to finish this thing, but I only want to fight it like this if there's 2 stacked up, not 3. So I'm going to pull him up, and then I'll just fight him like this. Like, no, I actually want him to be one thing. So then he's doing more damage to me, and that lets me Vampiric Touch a little more. Sort of the opposite thing to what you're usually optimizing for. It's taking the least damage. Oh, this is a fun one. Take out all those guys. Just realized I have no hunger for the hungry ghost to take, so nothing to really be worried about, huh? Interesting. Alright, down we go. Man, I almost want to go to, Elf right now, considering how fast I can kill these mages with this zombie hand spell. Turkey cannot porkalate me. I don't think she could anyway, because I'm undead. Here's a dangerous one, the Raiju. There's a lot of damage potential there. Alright. I will sacrifice the armor skill. That I will do. Alright. Full piety. That means that we can take off this Amulet of Faith. I'm going to put it on real fast. I just want to see the... I wanted to see the cool Rue message that you get when you pop one of those on. Put on this Amulet of Regen and Strength -2 and Dex +6. Do I want to wear Bloodlust? Probably not, to be honest. We're doing pretty well on MR already. So really it's just between Amulet of Garisk and the +5 Reflection. We'll stick with this one for now. However, you know what? I should probably wear one of these bucklers. Yeah, this is cool. This is easy enough to clear out this whole little group. Agnes, huh? Larger tongue of electrocution. I don't want to mess with that. I'll make some butterflies in case this goes south. I do realize I'm marked, of course. I'm gonna fight it out as long as I can. Alright, well, that's a sign that I need to get out of here. It's a ludicrous damage potential there from the Ogre Mage. Can Rupert paralyze me? No, he cannot. So he's just gonna stand here and die. How did he haste? Drinks a potion to haste. Well, that's horrible. 21 plus Great Sword of Flaming. We are resistant to flame, but I still don't want to get hit by that. There we go. Shields is 4. That means that my buckler is no longer hurting my abilities to, you know. My ability to cast and whatnot. What was I using to kill these things? I think I was just swapping to... Oh no, I was using Power Leap. Orange crystal statue. Well, that's a bit scary. there it is. There's confused. It's possible. Could just straight up kill me. But if we wear pro magic instead of magical power, it cannot. Taken down by the zombies. Very good. Wand of disintegration, huh? Okay. One more floor to go. Nothing particularly interesting dropping. That's fine, though. Wow. It really gets out of that easily, doesn't it? Oh, jeez. Let us use draining. It's a shame that I don't get my second spell enhancer until level 26. It seems too late for it to really matter much, you know. Used a cloud there because I was out of mana. I needed to kill that boggart quickly. Whoa, that is a lot of damage. Let's gravitas, or not gravitas, but zombie hands. You know what? It's just too much damage. They can definitely kill me if I step back. Gonna have to use blinking. That sucks. I could have used draw power, I suppose. Let's see if they're chasing me. They're not. Yeah, I probably should have just used Power Leap or something. Alright, I should check and see how much damage an Arbalest can do. 18 damage. So 38. He cannot kill me. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and train some defenses. Just up to like 8. Something I probably should have done a while ago. Just playing risky over here. Alright. Nothing really on this floor that I need. Surprisingly, no cloaks, no scarves so far. That's our last item slot that's not being worn yet. Looks like this game we have Swamp and Snake Pit. And as far as where I'm going to go, Zombie Hands won't work against the Wisps in Swamp. Kind of makes me want to go somewhere else, to be frank. Yeah, there's actually nothing I have right now that deals with the Wisps. Other than animated stuff, which would work pretty well in Swamp, especially if I get some Hydras, but otherwise I'd have to use consumables like wands. That's not too fun. I could summon ice beasts, and that would kind of do it, although it would be a little tedious. I'm thinking I'm probably just going to do Snake Pit, honestly. Fortunately, I have no Aralek. Anyway, we'll set the character up in Lair. Right, he doesn't want to walk over shallow water because that's how I have the auto-explore set up, but anyway, outside of electric snakes or whatever they're called, I don't think this character will have much trouble in Snake. I could take a bunch of damage from arrows, I suppose, but I can walk away from just about everything, and I can even pass wall in here if I need to. Yeah, I don't think there's really any sort of problem here. It can't be solved. I mean, Vile Clutch will definitely keep things from following me. And of course I have Scrolls of Blinking and stuff, even if I'd rather not use them. And I have Power Leap as well. Yeah, Power Leap kills Wisps. So maybe I should. Yeah, I think I'll go Swamp. Alright. Anyway, we'll end the video here, of course, because we're a little bit over an hour and 14-ish. But yeah, this is going really well. I'm enjoying this mummy, I'm enjoying the new spell. And we'll just kind of see where it takes us. Until next time, I am signing out.